Guys, I hope you can hear me. I want to bring in the energies of you and someone you're in separation with. It is retrograde. It's kind of what that's about, right? Having an opportunity to revisit, rekindle, bury hatchets, that sort of thing. Everyone is sound asleep except for me in my house. So, all right, what do you need to know when you do tarot? What do you need to know when you listen to tarot is what I mean. Well, you need to keep in mind that to speak of energy means to be speaking of a person, a place, a thing, a mindset, a behavior, tendencies, those sorts of things. Also, there's no gender in tarot. So that means we can flip, switch, reverse the roles, if that's how they resonate instead. I never recommend seeking answers from a general reading. That's more suited for a personal. Your best bet is to show up and let messages come to you. Instead, reserve the specific questions you seek for a personal reading. Also, energies can be shared between both parties. So can timelines. They can be mixed. So before you jump to any kind of defensiveness or a trigger or finger pointing, consider that. Speaking of time, it's a very mysterious thing. It rarely is it linear to spirit. Spirit doesn't understand time. So this could be past, present, or near future predictive. It can even be, like I said, mixed times. So don't assume this is in the now. It's different for everybody. All right, let's call them in. Holy angel, spirit guides, ancestors, please bring me the energies of the collective surrounding no contact. The energies of the collective only, please. His and hers. DMDF. Collective energies only. Please protect me and my loved ones as I channel and provide clear and accurate messages that bring guidance, healing, and growth for the highest good of the collective. Collective energies only surrounding no contact with DMDF energies. Thank you so much. What is it we need to know? Somebody is making a priority to, I want to say, stay in their own lane. Like, completely self-focused. Like, not in a self-absorbed way. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, building the life that they want to live, essentially. That is their priority. And it's got them really looking attractive to somebody. All right, I think we're done. You are no longer an option. I am making you a priority. Actions match their words. Texting. I check my phone constantly to see if you have texted me. I love getting your messages. Untrustworthy. What are you looking at? I have made mistakes and lied in the past. Will you ever trust me again? Bottom of the deck energies. So, Sounds like in the past we've had some energies that have been hard to trust. Maybe their actions and words didn't match. Maybe they were stringing someone along. So it's going to be up to you to assign roles, okay? Okay. We'll start here. Karmic. I have a karmic attachment that won't let me go. They are causing chaos and drama. You feed my mind and nourish my soul. Your energy helps keep me going. I'm not sure how to respond to your messages at times, so I go quiet. I have been programmed to focus on tangible items and what is right in front of me. 5D. You made me realize that we are one. Meet me in the stars tonight. So, you do have some sort of telepathic healing relationship with this person. Okay? I think this person's challenges your way of thinking, which hints at lovers connections. Okay? That's kind of what they're meant for. Kind of some of the ways you know you're dealing with your DM or your DF is usually there's some sort of tie to childhood, okay? Usually it's kind of a unique feature. What do I mean by that? Well, maybe you grew up in the same town and never bumped into each other, never met. Maybe, I don't know. Usually there's a tie to childhood that's weird, okay? You usually have quite a bit different contracting religious beliefs, beliefs at life, so to speak, because that's meant to challenge your way of thinking. And then usually there is this intense pull that feels like you just can't shake it. And usually it's a back and forth, hot and cold. What else is a good indicator? And these are just general basic things. There's quite a bit more. Usually you trigger each other. It's meant to reflect each other's wounds. So that you can address them. I feel like there's one big piece I'm missing. Okay. Let's see where this person is sitting. So there's a lot of astral plane stuff and things going on here. Somebody might have recently learned about the astral plane. Be careful playing out there. You can really open yourself up to some scary shit. I don't believe necessarily anything that can hurt you, just some scary things to witness. Last one. I get a feeling somebody's really over kind of over it. These connections are some of the hardest connections you'll ever face. They're not easy by any means. Like, I'm not saying that all connections are easy. That's not what I mean. Nothing's a walk in the park. But these can be really hard to deal with on a whole nother level. Usually a lot of people have something to say, a lot of people disagree. Usually they stir up some strife, okay? And usually they mirror. They know you're over the games and you will no longer accept less than you deserve. Your soul is a mirror of my own. Thank you for treating me with love and respect. Make sure you're treating a person with love and respect. Why? Well, this is the one thing I really disagree with the whole theory, but I'm going to put it out there for the sake of playing devil's advocate. If your lover's connection is your own split soul and coming into union is supposed to make you whole, okay, then what you put out towards them, you're putting out to yourself. So there's a lot of return to sender energy. You understand? So in the times that you are angry at them and you take action out of anger, not only are you hurting them, but you're hurting yourself, because it returns back to you, because you're split souls. Now, why don't I agree with that? I agree with the return to sender, the mirror. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree that your souls can be so in tune and entwined that you kind of mix your own energies together. Absolutely. But in order for union to work, you have to be in union with yourself, with your own masculine and feminine. You have both. Everybody has both. You have to balance those energies in order to balance the connection. That means you have to be whole and complete within yourself. Okay? That's my biggest beef with why I don't like calling it twin flames. And divine timing. Divine timing, divine timing. We all hate to hear it. The universe always delivers in divine timing. Be patient and trust the process. Yeah. Trust the process. Make sure you're doing your healing. Until we make our shadows conscious, we will still continue to hurt others. That's what I was talking about. Make sure you're not seeing the reflection of your own shadows, because that's what your person's mirroring to you. Make sure you're not seeing your own shadows, finger pointing, and screwing your own soul over out of some sort of pettiness. You see what I'm saying? And if this isn't our intention, I don't know what is. Solitude. The silence between us has given me the insight needed to set my soul free. Somebody's might have disconnected. Recently. I shouldn't say recently because timelines are... I already cut the deck, didn't I? Oh well. I'm surrendering to the cadence of your soul and allowing us to dance in love. Surprise. Life is full of surprises and I have something special planned just for you. Stressed. I'm emotionally drained to the point where I am beginning to shut down. Good time. Focused on the present and enjoying each and every moment you make together. Divine feminine. You're a goddess who healed and transformed me to my higher self. Okay, well, it's safe to say this was the DF. Now, whether or not you are best friends, you understand me. I just heard. No, I heard you understand me. But do I understand you is what I heard. So somebody might not feel understood by the other. And we have been getting that. We've been getting that. That's the knight to the king queen. Thinking. From that one reading. The truth has been illuminated. I can't unsee what you've shown me. Okay. So somebody is wanting to treat the Divine Feminine special. I don't feel like this is the Divine Feminine side. I actually feel like this is the masculine side. Opening up to his feminine side, okay? To romance and court a femme, that is opening up to your feminine side. That's what a lot of these masculines have trouble with doing. A lot of these masculines have grown up in very toxic homes. Okay? They were raised to be completely shut down and disconnected from their emotions. Okay. If somebody reaches out, and they leave you on red, it might be because they just don't know how to respond. They don't really know what to say. Okay. I don't want this pick yet. I want this deck. Excuse me. I did get a mic, guys. I just haven't gotten it set up. Oh, trying to get ready for the holidays. Christmas is a big deal in my family. Could be why someone's stressed. Somebody might be planning a Christmas surprise, wanting to have just a good time with you. That is kind of part of that. Time actually kind of stops when you're with your partner, your divine person. You do cherish every moment with them. Because usually you don't get much of it. Because it's only a matter of time before you trigger each other. And when you don't understand if that's what you're doing, it can quickly go this. It can quickly turn left. Very quickly. This is, I'm not good for you, you're not good for me. Let's ask about that. What's karmic? What's the karmic about? deck's upside down. Okay. Okay. So somebody might be in a relationship with a karmic King of Cups. But what I'm getting is that it's very healing for them. It's very healing for them. Temperance has to happen. Depending on the trauma, honestly. You know, some of us out here lived such a karmic, toxic lifestyle. We grew up in such toxicity. Went on to be comfortable in that for so long that trying to undo that, it's hard to undo 30 years of that. You know what I'm saying? It can trigger you and make you feel anxiety that you've never felt before. And if you don't have a good grasp, if you don't have a good control of yourself and what you're feeling and understanding, okay? It says support yourself before you can support others. Okay? If you don't have a good handle and control of yourself, you can create chaos and drama for yourself. You can make it worse. Okay? Some of us out here need enough therapy that, you know, we're being hypnotized to work through our shit. We're doing routinely Reiki sessions and reading every book we can get our hands on, podcast after podcast. Sometimes it takes that much work. But if it gets you to this place, if it gets you here, you're much more likely to be in union with yourself. And when you're in union with yourself, and your person's in union with themselves, that's when divine timing can happen. Well, that's part of it anyway. So, this person might be with a karmic, but what I'm getting is it's very healing. I'm not getting that it's causing chaos and drama, unless it's causing chaos and drama for the other person. And that can be hard to watch. It can be hard to watch a person be in another relationship. But it is necessary if it's a healthy one. When you're doing 30 years of trauma, sometimes it takes practice. It takes a practice go or two before you can get it right, just like anything else. You will fail a couple times before you get it right. Maybe it's a good idea to not put your person through a failed attempt. See what I'm saying? Okay, well, we know what left on red means. Just know that if you reach out to your person and receive contact, and you're left on red, that's why. Okay, I want to know what 3D, 5D is. This could be like a big wedge, widened gap between ego self and 5D self on the soul level. What do I mean by that? Well, if the only time that you make contact with your soul or check in with your soul, making sure that you're living your truth, speaking your truth, is in the 5D at nighttime, because that's when you're as close to your subconscious as you're going to be, if that's the only time you're doing that, then it makes me wonder, are you completely living in your ego during the day? That can be dangerous. Ego is great for giving yourself confidence. Just make sure it's not false confidence. Make sure that it's tempered. Everything in moderation. 3D to 5D. If you're having a hard time trying to see who is who, remember when you mirror each other, a lot of times this can be mixed. Okay? Oh, shit. Damn. Justice and judgment for a Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This is a femme that's very in tune with her soul level. You might be seeing her, or if this is you, they might be seeing you as just into material possessions. And that would be night thinking. When the Queen of Pentacles says, no, it's not all about money. It's not. I am the most financially stable of the queens, absolutely. But it's because I know how to nurture and grow. It's because I am the part of the Empress that turns lemons into lemonade and then sprinkles it with gold and turns profit unbelievably, because what I invest in, what I nurture, grows. That doesn't mean necessarily that that's what I'm about. It means I'm wise with my energy. It also means I understand that a lot of relationships today fall apart based on finances. Fall apart for these reasons. It's awful hard when you're triggering each other. Okay? And you're having money stress. And you're in the struggle. To have confidence and faith that you're going to get through. Because these connections are so freaking hard. That's the way the Queen of Pentacles would think. The Queen of Pentacles says, I want to make sure that if something ever happens to you or something ever happens to me, that you will not go hungry, that you will not go cold. Whereas the Knight might think you're too materialistic. An Empress is not materialistic. She's not. She might like nice things. That's part of that Taurasian energy. Or Taurian energy. It is. It's part of that Earth energy. Earth likes financial stability. Why? Well, because a lot of Earth signs feel really karmic when they're not stable. Their head and their mind just ain't right. The difference between my sister is night and day. She's Capricorn. Throw any other struggle, any other stressor at her, aside from money, You have a pretty balanced, rationally thinking mind there. I love her. I'm water, but earth balances water. I do have a lot of water placements in my chart, and a lot of times this is how I show up. But it's because I'm balanced, healed, and whole within myself, for the most part. For the most part. Now, justice and judgment. These are big guns. These are heavy hitters. This is about accountability, about fairness. This could be divine justice. Okay? They can throw shit at you to balance out what you've put out. Oh, we opened this entire thing with be careful how you treat your person, because you got a return of sender shit going on. You need to balance priorities when you make your decision. Where are you at right now in your life? And look at this. What is the advice? It says it right there. Wow. Okay. I think in order to balance this situation, on the other side of the scale, I'm going to assume this is feminine, so on the masculine side, is you need to find truth and care and clarity. And take personal accountability to find your own moral compass. This is somebody that has a sense of righteousness. And I don't mean like uppity righteousness. No, I mean she has a good moral compass. Okay? She walks with integrity. She has a type of character that stands for its own. That it doesn't matter what kind of rumors going around, what other people say to her, what other people think of her. Her character and morale stand for itself. You might not like her, but at least you can respect her because of that. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't like the Queen of Pentacles, there might be something wrong with you. I think that might be needed to balance this. Ask yourself what is your another way that you can know and decide if you're a divine femme or a divine masculine is if you spent a lot of time asking yourself, do I have a purpose in this life? Or am I okay with just living and being here and being present in it? If you spend a lot of time questioning your purpose, that's an indicator that you might be a delay. But in order to balance whatever situation it's in, they're saying you need to make a choice to be accountable. To understand that what's happening is in effect. A choice is made. This is a choice. This is a final choice. This is a no going back, final decision, book closed. I shouldn't use the phrase book closed, that's more world stuff. But you understand what I mean. This is, what is the hammer that the judge uses? Damn. This is Thor bringing down his hammer. That's a little bit more towerish, but you get what I'm saying. When the judge throws his hammer down, is it Gallet? I don't know. What decision he makes is final. So that means whatever that decision is the season of life we're in. Is the chapter of this journey that we're in. This is gonna be a long reading. I get a strong feeling that part of the imbalance is that one nurtures the other, and that's unrequited. The one that does the nurturing more than likely feels drained because it's imbalanced. Okay. Let's do surprise, and let's do surprise. Okay. What is good time? Wanting to bring a new cycle, a new change to this. Wanting to bring a new chapter of memory making. Things are moving forward fast. This came out in the negative. Somebody's dragging their feet, and their feet are as heavy as their ass. Okay? Justice, judgment, and the Wheel of Fortune says, you ain't got a choice, ma'am, sir. You don't. You don't have a choice. I've seen trying to resist this, trying to resist that shadow work. I've seen people lose jobs. I've seen people get really sick. I've seen people catch time in county. Whatever it is, if you're avoiding that hermit energy, that sit down and reflect outside of the Five of Cups, outside of the victim mentality. Even though it sucks, you can't look at it from a victim. You have to take accountability. If you're avoiding that, I've seen that happen. It's almost like, damn it, stop ignoring me. Stop ignoring the rules. Mom, Dad says. Mom and Dad being the universe. That's how I see it. This also could be somebody wanting to make new memories, move forward, and it not be in time because some sort of balance and accountability needs to be had. This kind of reminds me of when I was first going through my divorce and I was rekindling things with family. Now the details aren't important. When I made apologies, I had to give them space to find closure over that hurt. I mean, it wasn't, the things I had done wasn't apologies that could just be like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, over a cup of coffee, and then you want to go for a beer tonight and have a good time, make new memories. No, I had to give them their space. Understand? I'm like that with some things. With bigger things, yeah, I am. Things that are difficult to forgive. And you want to do that because you don't want to hold resentment and bitterness in your heart. You don't. Keeping anger and bitterness in your heart is how you shut down the heart chakra. And shutting down the heart chakra, you're always going to be a knight. You're always going to see things at a knight's level. You're never going to understand your feminine. You're never going to understand your masculine. Shutting your heart chakra down is how narcissism happens. It is. Now, there's a lot of people walking around out here in these streets with a shut down heart chakra. We throw the term narcissism around so much that it takes a Chris Watts for somebody to be labeled a narcissist. Okay, well, you can have narcissistic qualities, narcissistic tendencies, and not be diagnosed as a narcissist. Okay, let me make that clear. We don't diagnose on this channel. I don't practice medicine. Got it? But I will talk about signs and symptoms. Okay. Let's ask about the divine feminine. And then we'll get messages from the heart. And we'll wrap it up. Trust your own counsel first. Well, okay, we're taking both. Oh. Okay. So what I'm getting is this is the masculine side. This is saying you need more. You need to conquer some of that feminine in you by being a little bit more sweet, buddy, pal. This is being gentle, kind. It's showing her that you love her, that she's special to you, that she means something to you. I haven't asked how this person thinks you feel or how they think of you. That's a whole different reading. But you get what I'm saying. This could also be somebody saying, well, if they're in a relationship, this could also be somebody saying, well, you can't love them. And truth is, yes, baby, I do. Yes, baby, they do. I get the feeling somebody doesn't necessarily understand love. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Some people out here ain't never been loved right. Okay. This is whether or not you take action to moving this forward into calmer waters, I've made the decision. I'm moving forward because it's time. It's time. We're not in communication. We're not in contact, which means we're probably in strife. It's time to move forward from this. From whatever this is that ended up bringing separation. Now, depending on what it is, if you choose to balance it or not, can greatly affect what this is, how this turns out. This can be no ma'am, no sir. I had to balance my feminine and my masculine, step into my masculine energy, if this is the fem talking to the masculine. Only saying so because I'm using this example. Just as you have free will to not move this wheel forward, I also have the free will to decide see you next lifetime. We'll try again then. I hope you heal. Be confident in what you know. Stand in that. Whatever emotions you're having, don't let them get in the way. This is the apology card, okay? But it's because apologies are kind of a page level of love, which is being sweet, being caring, showing somebody that you care about them, showing somebody that you're important to them. Or that they're important to you. I'm sorry. Okay. Damn. 15 minutes. Okay. Oh, what are some of the things your person wants to say to you and then wrap it up? My night readings tend to be a lot longer. Closer to the 5D at night. Alright. What does your person want to say to you? What would your person say to you if they could? You're coming from different perspectives and don't see eye to eye. There's a side to me you don't know. My ex and I are just friends. I didn't have the courage to tell you. I'm afraid of losing you. Well, may very well be. May very well be. Because there's unresolved feelings that need work through. There's a side to me you don't know. With all these majors here, I'm willing to bet it's not as big of a secret as one might think. What I need most of you, you cannot give to me. Bottom of the deck. That's that karmic relationship. That's nourishing right now. Karmic means toxic, but it can also mean relationship without your DMDF. Okay? You can have a little bit of a karmic. You can have a lot of bit of karmic. A lot of bit of karmic is destructive to your path. Somebody didn't protect the connection. This is planting seeds of doubt. That's another time, another place, another reading. Are these worth it? Are these seeds of doubt worth this separation? Not seeing eye to eye. You're also not seeing eye to eye because this is very night thinking. They haven't gotten to a place where boundaries, blurred vision and blurred boundaries have sabotaged something. You got to know how to protect the connection from things that sabotage it. Otherwise, you will never have union. It's one of the things my own masculine taught me. But that was a long time ago. All right. I'm going to leave that here. Bye.